So, Vedanta is at the heart of Hinduism. In fact, the various schools of orthodox Hindu philosophy, Nyaya, Vaisheshika, Sankhya, Yoga, Purva, Mimsa, and Vedanta. If you look at a textbook on Indian philosophy, you will find several chapters, and one of which will be Vedanta. But that does not give an accurate picture of what's there on the ground. Because if you actually go to India, or if you actually ask Hindus, what is the background of your particular tradition of Hinduism, you will find some school of Vedanta or the other. The other schools of Hindu philosophy are at present more academic than practical. In fact, if you ask a scholar of the Nyaya school, I know a great philosopher, he's a scholar of the Nyaya, the Indian school of logic. But if you ask, are you in practice a Nayaka? He will say, no, I'm a Vaishnava. So he follows a particular school of Vedanta. On the ground, in India, actually in practice, you will find various schools of Vedanta. So that's the first answer that we get when you look at Hinduism. Vedanta is the core philosophy of Hinduism in its various schools, flavors, if you will. If you ask once again, what is Vedanta? The word itself, Veda, Anta. Veda are the core texts, the fundamental texts of Hinduism are the Vedas. And Anta literally means the end. So the end of the Vedas, end in the sense the last teachings of the Vedas, the final teachings of the Vedas, the highest teachings of the Vedas, that is Vedanta. Anta, technically, Sanskrit scholars said, is not literally the end here, it means Siddhanta, the final conclusions of the Vedas. So that is Vedanta. Vedanta is the highest teachings of the Vedas. The highest teachings of Hinduism that you will get is Vedanta. In fact, the Nyaya scholar whom I mentioned, Professor Arindam Chakravarti, he is now at Stony Brook near New York. He gave a talk recently at the Vedanta Society of New York. And he gave a new meaning. I'd never considered this. He gave a new meaning to the word Vedanta. Anta, he says, is edge. And that's true. Anta is the edge of a razor, for example. And so Vedanta is the cutting edge of knowledge. Not an ancient philosophy, but the cutting edge of knowledge. Veda literally means knowledge. Vid means to know. And so Vedanta can be a new translation. I hadn't considered this. So Vedanta, and it's appropriate. It's the cutting edge of knowledge.